Vladimir Putin's life transference bunker is trying to kill me right now with a drone. It's a little teeny drone that goes in a tree. It has a little net that goes across the front of it. It's about the size of a refrigerator. And they're black. So anyways, they're here trying to kill me. I have a magnet that a nurse at Franklin Regional Hospital in Franklin, New Hampshire injected into my neck when I was passed out from her drugging my drink. They came in, they put a shot of something in my anus. Not my anus, my backside. And then I felt them inject something into my spine. Turns out it was a magnet, which you then use lines of magnetism to pull back and forth to wear out the spinal column and detach the discs so that the neck is off. Then when you're laying in bed, they'll compress you down with magnetism and slide your neck off completely and kink the spinal cord and kill you. Paralyze you. Then, while you're paralyzed, but still alive, they use a magnet to pull all your silica. Silica is magnetic responsive with pinpoints. It's what's responsible for magnetism. It's pressurized lines of silica which causes lines of magnetism, which are lines of magnetism. Because silica has less particles in it, and it's a smaller particle, so it lets in less particles. Because of this, it has pressure against it. They have downward magnetism on my head right now. It stalls out your synapses. Anyways. So Vladimir Putin is trying to have me killed for my brain proteins because I have larger brain cells because I was a pressurization child. That's where they put a charger in the womb, and they release ions from the atoms of the graphite by spinning it with pinpointed magnetism, which causes the womb to pressurize even more, which causes the atmosphere to press back more, which causes proteins and particles to go into the womb with the press back of the atmosphere. And these particles, which is responsible for life. When you make a pressure void, it presses back on the atmosphere and particles collect around it and press into it. It's these particles that press into it that are responsible for life. A pressure void is something that presses back on the atmosphere like a water balloon or a regular balloon. Because it has less particles, it's a pressure void. Really, it's actually a pressure point because the smaller particles that are in there cover more surface, so they create more pressure. They're pinpointing my head right now. It's where they take a pinpoint of magnetism and they run it over the last activity spot of the brain, so that way you can't think. It clears out the encoding on the protein,